questions 11 through 20 on the 2011 Grade 7 Gauss Math Contest. In the diagram, the value of x is. They have shown this symbol, which means that is a right angle equal to 90 degrees. And these two angles add up to that. So that means that 2x plus 3x equals 90 degrees. So adding, we get 5x is equal to 90, and if you divide through by 5, you get x is equal to 18. And therefore, number 11, the answer is D. A square has a perimeter of 28. The area of the square is. So here we have a square, and they are saying that the perimeter is 28. So P is 28. Now, the side of the square we'll call x, and as you are well aware, a square has all four sides that are same. So that means that 4x is equal to 28, and therefore x is equal to 7. Now they want the area of the square, and the area of a square is given as x squared, if x is the side length. So now we just have to figure out what is x squared. Well, x is 7, so it becomes 7 squared, which is 49. So number 12, the answer is D. 5 children had dinner. Chris ate more than Max. Brandon ate less than Kayla. Kayla ate less than Max, but more than Tanya. Which child ate the second most? Okay, so Chris ate more than Max. All right. Brandon ate less than Kayla, so B is less than K. And then Kayla ate less than Max, so K is less than M. Okay. Kayla ate less than Max, but more than Tanya. So more than Tanya. All right. So we have to combine all of these. So I'll just put this guy up here. So that means that M is greater than K is greater than B, but K is also greater than T. But M is greater than all of these. So they're saying which child ate the second most? Well, according to this inequality, it looks like the second most is Max, and the most is Chris. And then Kayla is probably third. And then B and T, we don't know who's bigger than who, but those are the last two in terms of amount eaten for dinner. So second most is Max, and therefore number 13, the answer is D. A palindrome is a positive integer that is the same when read forwards or backwards. For example, 545, 1331 are both palindromes. The difference between the smallest 3-digit palindrome and the largest 3-digit palindrome is. So the largest one, of course, would be 999. The smallest 3-digit number is 100. But the smallest palindrome is 101. So we have to find the difference of those two numbers, which is essentially just subtracting them. So 999 minus 101, and that is 898. So number 14, 898, is choice B. A ski lift carries a skier at a rate of 12 kilometers per hour. How many kilometers does the ski lift carry the skier in 10 minutes? So again, one of those ratio questions, 12 kilometers per hour multiplied by 10 minutes, but 10 minutes is really just 1/6 hours, right? And that's it. So 12 times 1/6 is 12/6 kilometers, and that's just 2 kilometers. So number 15, the answer is C. A 51 centimeter rod is built with 5 centimeter rods and 2 centimeter rods. All of the 5 centimeter rods must come first and then are followed by the 2 centimeter rods. For example, the rod could be made from 7 5 centimeter rods followed by 8 2 centimeter rods. How many ways are there to build the 51 centimeter rod? So it's 5x plus 2y is equal to 51. This question boils down to finding integer solutions for this equation. So we make a little list, and off we go. So if x is 1, we will not get any integer solution. And similarly with y is 1. And if y is 2, we don't get an integer solution. But if y is 3, we get our first integer solution. It gives us an x value of 9. Okay, and you can substitute these values back into here to figure out that this is indeed working. And you just kind of keep going like this. And you can do it either way. You can go up with x or you can go down with y. Whichever way you feel is easier or faster. I actually went down with x because it's a little bit faster. When I do 7, I get an integer solution of 8 for y. When I do 5, I get 13. 3 is 18, and 1 for x gives you 23. Interestingly, one of these is given in the question. It's this one right here. 7 5-centimeter rods and 8 2-centimeter rods. That's this one right here. That's the one they tell you about in the question. So my system here gives me 5 in total. These are 5 possible ways of having integer solutions for that equation. So the number 16, the answer is A. In Braden's cafeteria, the meats available are beef and chicken. The fruits available are apple, pear, and banana. Braden is randomly given a lunch with 1 meat and 1 fruit. What is the probability that the lunch will include a banana? So there's very few here in terms of choices, so we can just list them all very quickly. Beef, 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 and chicken, chicken, chicken. And there isn't much variation, so that's why we can list them. So for the beef meals, it can be paired either with an apple, a pear, or a banana. And similarly for the chicken, it can be paired with an apple, a pear, or a banana. So in total, there's 6 meals, and the probability that the meal includes a banana, well, 2 of them. So 2 over 6 is our answer, which of course will be rounded down, so 1 over 3. So number 17, the answer is A. Three pumpkins are weighed 2 at a time in all possible ways. The weights of the pairs of pumpkins are 12, 13, and 15. How much does the lightest pumpkin weigh? Let's call the pumpkins A, B, and C. So A plus B we can call 12. B plus C we can call 13. And C plus A, 15. And now we just have to solve for this. That's pretty much what this boils down to. So I can call this equation 1, equation 2, equation 3, and several ways of doing this. But we can do, let's say, 3 minus 1. Equation 3 from that subtract equation 1. If you do, you get C minus B is equal to 15 minus 12. And that means C minus B is equal to 3. And we call this equation 4. At this point, you can just add some of these, like 2 plus 4. That would be able to solve. If you do 2 plus 4, the b's cancel and you get 2c is equal to 13 plus 3, and therefore c is equal to 16 over 2, which is 8. Now you can substitute it back into here to get b would be 5, and then you can substitute that back into here to get a would be 7. So of these, the lightest is b, and that is equal to 5. So number 18, the answer is B. The sum of 4 numbers is t. Suppose that each of the 4 numbers is now increased by 1. These 4 new numbers are added together, and then the sum is tripled. What is the value of the final result? So first we had 4 numbers. Let's just say they're a plus b plus c plus d, and that equals t. Then they add 1 to each of these, so it becomes a plus 1, b plus 1, c plus 1, and d plus 1. And if you do that, this is now t plus 4. And then what they're saying is they're taking this and they're multiplying it by 3, right? The sum is tripled. So if you do that, it becomes 3t plus 12. And that's it. So number 19, the answer is C. A triangular prism is placed on a rectangular prism. As shown, the volume of the combined structure is. Let's first figure out the rectangular prism. That's pretty straightforward. It's going to be length times width times height, and our length is 6, width is 4, our height is 2, so that is 48. Now let's concentrate on this triangular prism right on top. So we have triangular prism now, and that one is going to be the area of the triangle, which is 1/2 base times height, times the width of that structure. So let's see here. Base is from here to here. Now they don't label that, but they do label this whole thing as 6, and they tell me that this is 3. So this must be 6 minus 3. So that means the base is 3. The height, which is from top to bottom, they don't give us, but they tell me that this whole thing is 5 and that this is 2. So this height must be 5 minus 2, which is, again, 3. And then the width from there to there is the same as the width from there to there. So that's 4. So we've got 9 times 4 over 2, so it's 9 times 2, which is 18. And now we've got to add them both up. And when you do, you get 48 plus 18, and that is equal to 66. So number 20, the answer is E.